We tend to buy wood in set lengths, and the lengths are then for the walls, 44mm timber that's put together as a panel. So each wall you have 6 panels for the walls, and the same for the roof, and the same for the top pieces of roof, 2 pieces of floor. But everything's constructed from Scandinavian timber, and the timber that we use gives you the best longevity with the buildings. Rather than use a white wood, we tend to use red hearted finished pine. The floor's all boarded, so you have a full timber floor put into the cabin. The roof comes in 2 pieces because it's easy to pack, and it gives it a little feature outside. We probably do 2 a day during the peak seasons, but from order to fitting, from order to delivery. The client will order on the 1st of the month, for instance, and we will guarantee that the building will be in before the end of the month. So generally what happens is we go out and we put a concrete pad down for it to sit on, with the flue running through it, and a week later we go out when the concrete's gone off and the base is ready and put a cabin on top of it.
Last year we went to the CLA Game Fair at Belvoir Castle, which is just down the road, and we had a look at them there. Although we didn't actually buy one last year, my wife kept on about it, and this year at the Game Fair we had a look at the 2 firms that had got them there, and we decided at the end that Arctic Cabins was the firm for us to deal with. The lady inside was very helpful. They came out the following week, looked at our site here, and basically we agreed a days on when they'd come and put the base down, and then when they'd come and erect the cabin itself. And I have had no problem with either the workmen or the firm. Very clean, very tidy. They left it. I had hardly nothing to do after them, and so we're completely happy with it.
We've got quite a lot of well-to-do clients. We have clients right from the bottom of the UK, from Portsmouth and the Isle of Wight, right up to Elgin, up in the north of Scotland. So we have clients all over. We have a dealer network that sell our buildings. So we have 14 dealers up and down the country selling the buildings. And it's not just the barbecue cabins. I mean, we do anything from home offices to summer houses, and the home offices are proving very, very popular at the moment. I think people are buying them more for a bit of space to put in the garden rather than move house, because the housing market's so slow at the moment. We're finding people buying a room and maybe another usable space for the garden rather than move house. they're purchasing something for the house that they're in now.
It came about very unexpectedly. About 3 months before last Christmas, my daughter and I were coming to Milton Keynes. We were going to buy some clothes, and we walked into the centre and there was a display with one of these cabins, a smaller version, standing there for people to look inside. So I said to my daughter, gosh, that's just like the ones in Lapland when we took the grandchildren. So we went inside and I said to Catherine, I don't want anything else for Christmas, I want one of these, because it was just wonderful. So I came outside and I said to the chap that was outside, these cabins, could you tell me about them, etc, etc. And it was Gareth who actually runs the firm, and he was really helpful. And I said, well, next Tuesday I'm going to bring my husband up to have a look. And so as soon as Ray came in from work, I said to him, oh, by the way, I said, there's something I really like today, come and have a look. So we went up on the Tuesday and we both fell in love with it. And the only problem was we had a bit of an argument, because I said I wanted the one that I'd seen, and he said, well, if we're going to have one at all, we'll have a big one. So we had a little bit of argy-bargy and we decided to go for the big one, thank goodness, because it's absolutely wonderful and we've had such fun in it.
So she said, can we go next Saturday and have a look? Anyway, we went and had a look, and Jill wanted the 10-metre one, and I said, well, let's go for one a bit bigger if they do a bigger one. And she said, no, that'll be big enough. I said, well, let's go and have a look. And we had a look, and fortunately she agreed with me.
Last Christmas we went in and had Christmas morning in there with the whole family, and there was 15 of us in there with loads of space, and it was just magnificent. So we had Christmas breakfast and it was like being in Lapland. Wonderful.
We do catteries and dog kennels, and you know, pretty much we'll make anything out of timber as long as we can get a picture, as long as we can draw it. The client can give us some sort of idea and picture of what they're looking for.
We decided to let them do the whole thing because we didn't want to sort of get bits and pieces done by other people. So we said, could they do everything, which is put the base in and set it up, which they did exactly as they said they would. They were really conscientious, they came on time, they were really nice people. The chaps that came were really super people. And they put it up in a day, and in the evening, well, 4 o'clock in the afternoon they finished. And when I came to have a look inside, I burst into tears because it was just so wonderful.
Every other company that sell them in this country sell vertically walled, straight walled cabins, and they can be a little claustrophobic when you're inside them. We used to sell the straight walled cabins ourselves, so I don't really have anything against them. It's just with the wall sloping outwards, means you can sit back against the walls nicely. Yeah, it's a more comfortable space, a more airy, a more light space with the walls sloping outwards. The website is www.arcticcabins.co.uk.